This was like peak of everybody and their mother just wants to have as many snaps in their phone as they can. Keep that in mind. And he still was like, nah.
Hello, storytellers. Welcome to Seek and Speak. Here we discover the extraordinary and ordinary truths within all walks of life through one story at a time. I'm Biyeni, the host, and I work to inspire connection, creativity, and reveal how the heart of every story is human. Today, I interviewed a good friend of mine, and I can't wait to introduce her to you. Let's meet her. Hi, Kayla.
Welcome.
I'm so happy to have you here on Seek and Speak. This is insane.
I'm happy to be here.
Me and Kayla go like this. We go like this. I've known her literally
Don't even know how long.
for way too long. I knew about her before I actually met her. Then I met her, then we were like this. And then we went to the same college together.
Let's round it up to 10 years.
Yes.
Okay, I'm Kayla.
Yes, let's round it up to 10 years.
And
we were
grew up here.
Friends and best friends, then roommates.
Jersey,
so I know you,
my
but
extended family
the audience doesn't. So why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Go back and forth between the two. I went to USC with Biyeni.
Fight on.
Fight on. I am working in financial services, I guess you could say. I like to crochet and I like to paint pottery.
She's really good, guys. She's so artistic. It's actually insane.
Stop it. Yeah, I like doing crafts and things like that.
That was a good little overview about yourself, but you know, we're here for Seek and Speak. We're here to hear something that you don't share often, especially with me. I want to hear something I haven't heard before, which might be nearly impossible, but I believe in you.
I genuinely I also have like a fish's memory. So like I literally just speak and I don't even remember what I said. So.
Honestly, me too. So this might be in your favor. This might be in your favor.
No, literally. Like I don't even listen to myself speak. So
this is what we're working on. Active listening. I will remember this time. So yeah, nothing extraordinary or ordinary, literally whatever. But yeah, what's your story, Kayla?
Okay, so low-key my story is like a bit sad. It's not like a sad.
Wait, I totally need to edit that out. That was not the appropriate reaction.
No. That's how you know that we're real friends. That's how you know that we're real friends because. So I'm gonna provide some background. So I went to a like private all girls middle school and high school. But in high school we like mix with boys and like for our classes, you know. So it's a little bit different of a structure than other all girls schools. And when I was in 8th grade, I was with two of my friends, right? We were at my friend's house and one of them was like, oh my gosh, guys, I got like this boy, I'm not gonna say names. But let me think of a name though.
Let's call him Pineapple.
I feel like what?
Did y'all not do that?
We call him Pineapple. Okay, we can call him Pineapple. One of my friends was like, oh, I got like somebody gave me Pineapple Snap, and Pineapple was one of the it boys in the town. Like he didn't go to our school or the brother school, but like that's how much of an it boy he was that like we all knew who he was. You know what I mean? Anyway, she has a snap. She's like, let's add him, right? So all three of us add him on Snapchat, right? And we're all snapping him. And also for context, two of my friends, my two friends actually that I was with, they were very popular with the boys. Like, I don't want that to sound like they were any type of way, but they were just very well liked by the boys. And I was not.
I wish.
I was not one of those girls.
Felt that.
Like, that just came very naturally to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just gave off that energy that the boys loved it.
Yeah.
They did. So I'm already freaking scared because I'm like, damn, I gotta add him too. Now I'm nervous. Rightfully so. We're all snapping him. I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. It's kind of exciting. You know, we're all snapping him together, whatever. Everybody's like, oh my God, Pineapple just snapped me back. You know, whatever. It's cute and fun. Then I'm like, dang, like, he already snapped both of them like twice before he snapped me back. Tell me why I go and look at it. Pineapple had unadded me on Snapchat.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. It was sickening.
Wow.
It was sickening because I'm there with my friends and they're all excited about Pineapple.
Right.
And I'm like, well, no reason to be excited about Pineapple for me. Right. But I also like don't want them to know that he just unadded me.
Right.
You know, if not for this, I would be taking that shit. Maybe not to the grave, but you know what I mean?
Well, now it's all secret.
Now it's out there, but like I would not even, I was like, oh my God, like that's so terrible and embarrassing, you know? Like I felt like I just was like, you know what? I'm just never going to think about that again. Right. Like I'm just not going to think about it. Yeah. But like I actually did think about it again. I just never really talked about it because I was like, damn, like, that honestly hurt, but I'm just gonna act like it didn't even happen because I don't want to like feel sad that happened.
Right.
And also I was one of like literally 5 Black girls in my graduating class. I'm not saying that that's why, but it definitely makes it more
2 +
difficult.
2 is 4.
It definitely makes it more difficult.
Right.
Based off of like the experiences of all of the Black girls and the grades above me and below me. Like from what I've seen, like it's definitely a tougher environment.
Wow.
So that on top, I was like, dang, like I'm never gonna find love. This is crazy. This is crazy. But like for real though, like I actually felt so like ew, like it's because of how I look. It's probably because I'm Black, a part of it. Like he could have just not responded. Like unadding right there on the spot is kind of crazy.
Well, like honestly, I am so glad that you are bringing up this story because you have never.
Really?
You were going to take it to your grave. You never told me this.
Really?
Yeah, we've never ever had this conversation.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's strange because not that I've had that similar experience or that exact experience, but I've had similar experiences where you're growing up as a Black woman in Connecticut, you go to a private school, right? So already like you're surrounded by people who aren't necessarily like you,
right? And
aren't necessarily looking to understand you like you're trying to like understand them, right? It's like you're trying to fit in with them. They're not trying to fit in with you.
Yeah.
And when it comes to men, adding that to the mix, going to an all-girl school and adding that to the mix. Oh,
yeah, girl.
It's like a melting pot of misunderstanding and messiness and heartbreak.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, it's really some serious character building in that in that place. And this is not me trying to like talk shit about my school either, because I actually do like love my school, and I think that I had more positive experiences there than negative. But the social dynamics with the boys were definitely tough. Like I always felt like if they were talking to me, it was only because they were going to talk to my friend. Yeah. Like, yeah.
They only,
always.
Yes. Like, it's only because they have a thing for your friend and they know they can get to your friend by going through you.
Right, exactly. And it's so sad because it's like, okay, maybe you're not interested in me romantically, but like they didn't even want to be my friend. Like it's like I didn't even exist to them. It felt like, you know, which is just like, looking back, that is weird and sad because I don't look at other people, other guys, and think like, I have no interest in talking to you at. Oh, actually, it depends. If
they're
it's
like
a stranger, then like then maybe I'm not like that interested.
But that's
in
just enforcing boundaries.
But that's
right?
because like you're a stranger. You know what I mean? Like at school, I wouldn't look at people and think like, I'm not interested in speaking to you at all because I'm not attracted to you, and like that's how I felt. So that was sick and twisted. But I wanted to share that story because I feel like that is something that will resonate with a lot of people, you know, people that look like us probably most. But it's also interesting because now that I'm like a lot of years removed from that, I'm pretty sure I've brought that story up to like other friends from my school. And they also have like other white friends of mine also have so many stories of like feeling like they were ugly and like unlovable by these guys, and like literally describing exactly what I felt as well, which I thought was so fascinating because like I just thought it was because I was black. Apparently everybody was being treated just terribly overall by these guys, and I definitely think it was more difficult for me because I was black, because like they at least like had guys show interest in them from our school. Like I didn't have any of that like at all, you know. And like to my knowledge, pretty much all of the black girls in my class had the same experience. So I do think that like, you know, 2 plus 2 is 4.
2 plus 2 is 4. That's I feel like it is insanely complicated because there are 2 problems here, right? It's just the fact that these are high school boys. They're high school boys who go to all boys schools. Okay, my brother also went to an all boy high school, and I remember literally fighting my mom like, this is not okay. No, we can't be like. There's a difference of teaching a man how to be masculine. If you want to be masculine, that's not the problem. Like, go ahead and do that. But you can be masculine and still respect women in a way that doesn't mean treating them like they are damsel in distresses or that they are there to serve you.
Right.
And I feel like it's very interesting because it's right. Like so many women still go through like problems romantically when it comes to men and are disrespected. But there is that question of like, am I being disrespected? What would this be different if I was not black?
Oh yeah, for sure. And like, I just know that it would have been, you know, like I don't have proof. Don't ask me. But like,
you don't need proof, babe.
We're in Connecticut. We all know. Like, let's, you know, there were times where I was told randomly, "Oh, this guy just said that he would never date a black girl." Okay, wait, what am I supposed to do with that information now?
Yeah, that is so funny because I don't have that many black female friends. Surprisingly,
Same.
It's just the environment I grew up in. It's not that I'm avoiding it. It's just how it is. But every black woman that I've come into conversation with, no matter what, if it's we met at a bar or in a classroom or wherever, they all have that experience where it's like people are saying they're not attracted to black people, or they're just like bringing up blackness, bringing up just the word black. Like, we don't need to hear that in every sentence. You don't have to have a comment on it because you wouldn't do that to a white person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like, why did that even need to be said?
Yeah.
Like, if that's how you feel, I just don't, like, what was the context that needed, you felt the need to let whoever you were with know that information? You know what I mean? Because from what I've heard, it's guys saying that in all white spaces. So it's like, so why did you need to say that? Like, that, I just feel like that's a little bit bizarre, but whatever. It is what it is. And I feel like when you grow up hearing people say that, like, I just was so ready to get out of there. And that's part of the reason why I ended up at USC. Like, I wanted to be at a school that was huge just because I knew that would mean a lot of black people, you know? Like, if you're at a smaller school, unless it's an HBCU, like the odds of you having a good amount of black people there are like pretty low. So I just wanted to be somewhere that was like big and diverse and not have to deal with that issue anymore. And that was true. Like I got there and I didn't feel that way at all. Like I didn't feel like I was like the ugly duckling anymore. I literally, bruh.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to cackle, but
no, it's true.
Like, yeah. I just
we can laugh about it. I feel like going to college like really healed me from that experience in a lot of ways, but it is still something I think about in the back of my mind.
How could you not? Yeah.
Like, because those were like my formative years. Like I was in 8th grade, so then when that happened, and then all of high school after that, I'm just thinking like, damn, like what am I gonna do? Who's gonna take me to prom?
It's just, there's so many like things that you can apply this circumstance to, or these feelings from the circumstance. And I feel like, thank God that we went to like USC, which was so diverse. And I feel like one thing I learned is that like people who appreciate different cultures, who it's a privilege to be able to appreciate different cultures, because you have that knowledge. Like you are more of an intellectual if you can look at someone who's different and their culture and be like, wow, I appreciate this. This is cool. You don't have to be attracted to it. You don't have to like, but to respect it and appreciate it for what it is so important. And so whenever people exhibit that type of behavior nowadays, I'm like, you don't have the privilege to even understand me. And that is sad for you.
No, I completely agree. I think it's like a sign of intelligence for sure. I thought about it a lot, and in a way, like I do kind of not respect in like a respect way.
What are we getting?
But
here?
Like the way that he just immediately was like, nah, and did not give a fuck, and then just unadded me. Hey, you know what? At least I don't have
could have taught him some proper communication skills and just be like, I'm not interested.
I mean, no, I totally agree. I think that it was still cruel.
I guess it's debatable though.
Yeah, because
which one would have hurt more?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like in a way, it's like I never had to wonder like why he wasn't messaging me back, or like why I was the only one not getting snapped back. He told me right away. Now, was that fucked up?
Yes. Very much so.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was wrong. Yes, it was hurtful. But you know, in a way, I gotta give it to him, because I personally would not have had the courage to just straight up like unadd somebody like that. And I think that's because I am a little bit more polite than that.
Yeah, 100%. That's why.
But there is something to be said for the fact that he just he didn't care, and he was like, I'm just gonna do that.
You know what, Kayla? I really appreciate that optimistic.
Yeah, you know, trying to see the
side
best
of him. Yeah, like
trying to see the best in Pineapple.
Yeah, like if Pineapple ever sees this, you can see how kind and graceful she is by saying that about you. But yeah, thank you. This was so great. Thank you so much for sharing this story. I feel like we uncovered a lot about just what it's like being a Black woman in Connecticut, but just a Black woman in general, or just a woman in general, and dealing with men's disrespect. So yeah. Thank you so much, Kayla.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Seek and Speak. I hope you feel inspired by Kayla's story and creative, like you can do something from this storytelling session. And yeah, like and subscribe, follow for more. And yeah, the heart of every story is human. So what's yours?